Hello, Proxy Table Gaming fans, PTG. We are back for round 2 of Black Country Brawl. My round 2 of Black Country Brawl, because you've already had yours.
I've had
Be
mine.
quiet, it's mine. Shh. He's Lucky Sixes. I'm
Zip
Hyper
it,
G.
lock it, put it in your pocket.
This is a civil war for the Orcs and Goblins. It's not that we've put the wrong picture in.
Are you seeing double?
It's twins. God. Twins going against each other. We also got in circle. What are the chances? Yeah.
Well,
that is actually randomised. That's not set. Yeah. Spores of War?
I think it is.
No, you roll for deployment type. Did we not? Yeah, we did.
I don't think we did.
Do you not think?
No.
You think Jordan set both?
I mean, it's irrelevant. But yeah.
It is irrelevant. We'll find out after like 6 battles worth. If we
Tell us whether we're...
So that's my list. Obviously coming off a 10-10 in round 1. Sorry if I've just spoiled round 1, but why are you starting on round 2?
Yeah,
obviously same colour, going against Alistair Parran. Who great fun to play against. Oh, you've remembered something. You've got that face.
There's a chance he's just won the Masters Open.
Is there?
At the time of us doing this.
Oh,
I'm not going to check.
No, we'll find out. Cool.
He went.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably be mentioning Alistair later in our reporting series. So,
but if you did, fair play.
Yeah, nice one. Cool. And he's got 2 Gargantulas, which is really awesome for 3,500 points.
Yeah, man.
I believe that when we were doing our list review, I said, "Is that legal?" It is legal. It's allowed. You know, he played it. It's definitely legal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wasn't cheating. Yeah, he's got a big unit of feral orcs, which is obviously quite popular at the moment. A big unit of forest goblins, which spears, which is quite nice. A massive unit of 10 feral orc mounted Ed Bashers. And
so he's got like
everything
you don't.
Yeah, pretty much. There's nothing the same actually. Looking at it.
Good lad.
Yeah, we're completely different. So the Civil War,
the whole orc army.
It's his versus mine
on the table.
No, there's more units than that. So yeah, that wasn't his deployment. That's just a picture of his army, because you know it looks beautiful. And I made the mistake of thinking the Gargantula character was his general. Not
to be.
Yeah, so that is his deployment now. So we'll start up there with his Gargantula on either flank. The Grotlings, that's what they're called, isn't it? They're in the last picture. I think they're Grotlings. Are vanguarding up. He's got the Forest Spears Goblins, wrong order of words, behind the Gargantula on the left. He's got his Feral Orcs behind a unit of Goblin Wolf Riders. The Boar Boys, the Feral Boar Boys, the Squig Herd. Yeah, and that one on the right is his character, Goblin King.
Right.
So I've got my 2 unit of Spider Riders that have scouted, I believe. We'll find out if I get first turn in a minute. Because otherwise,
one's facing forward
and one's facing backwards. That doesn't reveal much of what my plans were. Maybe they're not even deployed yet.
Elegant dance moves.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Dazzle the opponent.
We'll find out what they're doing when I remember. I've got my Goblin character on the left. I've got my Orcs with bows. The Trolls. Loving my Trolls. Just sneak that in. Not old record or anything. Chariot, Goblins. We've got the Splatterer and the Git Launcher behind the Goblins. Because they can see over them. See? I think they can anyway. But yeah, they definitely can. Yeah. The Orc Boys. Yeah, and we don't know what's going on with spiders.
They're not there.
They're not there at all. Definitely not there at all. In fact, one of them's all the way over this flank now.
Yeah.
So they definitely
won't. That was hell of a vanguard.
Yeah, definitely.
He gets first turn.
He gets first turn, and he moves up his Goblin King very aggressively on the right. The Grotlings come up, and the Goblin Wolf Riders come up. So other than that, it's not a massively aggressive move until he moves the rest of his army.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, there it is. Obviously, that was a picture halfway through.
So the one on the right is his Goblin King?
The one on the right is his Goblin King character.
But why has the one on the left got someone on him?
Don't know.
That's confusing.
I wasn't confused by it because I knew that was the king.
Yeah, but
yeah,
just saying, come on,
man. No. Yeah, and a whole load of movement going on. I mean, the Grotlings have moved pretty far, so yeah. But they're up in the face, ready for to countercharge whatever comes and takes them out.
Yep.
He gets Break the Spirit off on the trolls, even despite the magic resistance. I believe that was a case where he knew I had magic resistance on the trolls because I told him magic resistance 4, awesome. Yep. And I said to him, like at the start of the battle, he cast that, and I said, "You sure you want to do that?" As he was rolling the dice left his hand, and he cast it by 1.
Nice.
So it was even with the magic resistance. So it's like, whew.
Yeah,
Both of us were like, thank goodness he managed to cast it. And I had to let it through at that point. I can't remember why.
Good roll.
It was a good roll. So there's that. I think I have shuffled a bit. Yes, I've moved.
Charged on the left.
I charged my Goblin Chief character behind my Spider Riders and got into the Goblin Wolf Riders. And that's cool. Really loving
See
that.
how chiefy he is.
Yeah. So he's got a job to take out the chaff. Chaff versus chaff. I moved my Spider Riders on the left backwards to get away from the Gargantula, make long charges. Obviously, I'm risking terror and all sorts over there because I think it is in range. But we'll see what Alistair does with that. I moved my Spider Riders on the right to chaff the Goblin King on the Gargantula.
Chaff-tastic.
Again, I've got to worry about terror there because obviously if I fail my terror, then... Oh God, the king can do whatever he wants. Don't look. I don't look. Well, you can look at this because, yeah, this was quite funny actually because Chiefy Boy whiffed with his attacks.
Oh no,
all 3. So I was basically 1-0 up on the combat res because he didn't take any wounds back. I think the wolf whiffed as well, but 1-0 was enough.
In true Goblin style.
Absolutely. 1-0.
Very good.
Yeah, and he ran off the board. Or I caught him, one or the other. So yeah, that gets him out of dodge as well. So that's really cool. But in Alistair's turn 2, he saw a 6/6 charge with his Boar Boys, and it was only a 6/6 because he called the war cry.
Oh, nice!
So it was actually a 13 charge, and that was because I hadn't given him a 6/6 charge. I'd given him a 13.
That's awesome.
And then he called the war cry.
See, you forgot.
I didn't think he would go for a 6/6 anyway. You know, but I gave him a 13.
He did. And he took it, and he got it.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't grant him Swift Strike because he already had that.
I'm liking this Alistair Perrin.
Yeah, it was a good move. It was nice. I believe that the Spider Riders... I've done wounds to the Spider as well. I dropped loads of rocks on it.
Wow.
Yeah. I did 6 wounds to the Spider.
6 wounds?
To the Spider King. Yeah. With rocks.
That's cray, mofo.
The Git Launcher and the Splatterer both landed rocks on it. And I believe that the Spider Riders... yes, that's what happened. I've just remembered. It's awesome. For me, it's awesome. It was like a roller coaster of emotions going on because the Gargantula charged the Spider Riders. I failed my terror test.
Oh no.
Ran away. And then Alistair failed his redirect.
Oh!
So ended up fine for me.
So they run off the board?
They're somewhere. We'll find out in a minute. They must be off the board.
Yeah.
They must be. There's no way they're rallying through that lot. He gets Break the Spirit off again on the trolls, and I don't think I've taken out the Grotlings. I think I'm an inch away. I'm sort of using them as chaffing purposes, but eventually I'm going to have to take them out because they're just getting in the way.
Yeah.
Especially now his Ball Boys have gone for that long charge. I've got to deal with that. And I think the Forest Goblins are just chilling out at the back, probably looking to grab one of the spoils at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a bit penned in, really. So, the Chariot goes down, not really fighting against the Feral Orc Ball Boys. They are the Edbasher ones, so they are pretty nifty.
Sure, yeah.
The Chariot really didn't stand a chance there. Now, this was an interesting one, and I've actually discussed this with you pre-battle.
We have.
Yeah. The Ball Boys overran into the front of my Goblins, and having looked at it, you immediately, like within seconds, said, why didn't he overrun into your flank of your Goblins? I was like, Didn't even consider it. Didn't even pick it up.
Yeah.
Not even a discussion point. So, yeah, probably should have been in the flank of the Goblins. But neither of us even thought about it.
It would have been tough to see whether it actually
was possible
was
with the
possible.
measures, yeah, because obviously it's looking at pictures is one thing, but you really do need to get down and properly be there on the day to even think about it.
Because I'd imagine if it was in the flank, he'd turn to you as much as he can, and then you try and do the rest.
Yeah, and it's pretty tight. It was pretty tight.
Because you can get well close to stuff, but if it lined up, then you would be in his flank. But
yeah,
you couldn't go into his
the
flank.
chariot was like 3 millimeters in front of the goblins, which is why he hit the chariot before he hit the goblins.
Yeah.
But either way, I charged into the flank of the boar boys with my orcs, thinking need to get some combat res to keep them alive.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of a risky one because they are edge bashers.
Yeah.
Charging my trolls into the grotlings.
Get rid of them.
Hopefully, yeah. And I've chaffed the gargantula with my spider riders on the left.
Cool.
So hoping to deal with his goblin king.
Yeah, man.
There it is. It's gone.
To what? What killed it?
War machines. Yeah. Nice.
That's cool.
They have done their job.
That
is
incredible.
wicked.
2 turns.
Yeah.
2 turns.
Yeah. It was really
so
good.
those war machines come to the fore.
They did definitely come to play. And there's me saying at this point, yeah, he killed your general. Not actually like that. But I said, cool.
So,
No, I said, so that's your general, right? And he said, no. Oh. No, not the general. The general's in the... There he goes. The general's in the feral orcs. So, managed to kill 2 boar boys. My shaman died. He did attack the shaman, which is fine. But I held and I reformed.
You held.
We both held. It stuck, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think it...
You've killed 2. He's killed the mage for 3.
Yeah.
You get charged. Loads of... you might have been 8
I
wide.
think I was line formation, so I don't think I got rank bonus. Probably 1
but you
rank.
will now.
So it wasn't huge, but yeah, he held, or I held, but either way.
Yeah.
And I've reformed, knowing that the squigs, the gnashers, are probably coming in the flank.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of a death storm over
Did you
there.
reform your goblins, no?
I think I failed to pass a test, which would indicate
okay.
that I lost the combat. Don't know. I mean, I've got 20 orcs.
You've both
there.
got a charge.
I started with 24 orcs.
If you're line formation, you don't get the ranks, but you have got a rank in your... No, you haven't
Goblins.
You haven't got...
Oh, no, I'm line now.
So he'll have a charge, a banner, minimum 3 wounds. I don't know whether you...
He killed, 3 on the shaman.
Yeah, at least 3.
So, and I think I've lost some orcs.
Charge, banner. So he's up to 5.
I've lost some orcs, definitely.
You've lost some orcs. So, yeah, all right. And then you've just got
I think
2.
I'm steadfast. I am steadfast, though, aren't I? So,
absolutely.
I passed on steadfast. But couldn't reform the goblins.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
the
enough.
conclusion there. And the gnashers are going to come in.
Kill grotlings.
Kill the grotlings, yes. And my trolls are thinking, while the gargantula is pinned, I don't care about overrunning. Didn't really overrun very far, though, so I can't really...
That's not too bad.
Yeah. It took some time to get to this stage of the battle. So we were really pressed for time, like even now.
Even now,
we were like, oh man, we've only had like 2 turns each and we're running out of time already. I think like the hour call had already come up. So we were a bit like, oh man. And we were really enjoying it, and that's probably why it took so long. I know Alistair was like weighing up his decisions quite a lot, which is fine, but it just, took a bit of time.
Sure.
So the Gnashers come in to the flank of the Orcs, and that's not going to go well for me because he's got a rank. He's going to disrupt me. A lot of attacks, 2 attacks each, strength 5. Yeah, not fun at all. He moves the Gargantula up in front of the trolls, so bypasses the spiders.
Okay.
And I thought that was really interesting because if he's okay with the trolls charging the Gargantula, he may as well have taken out the spider riders on the way through.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking.
Sure. Yeah.
But he didn't. Maybe I guess he thinks that the spider riders aren't going to do a lot to the goblin spears and the feral orcs.
Yeah.
And they were just chilling. Point to note is that the spoil is like in this forest.
Yeah.
As opposed to underneath them.
Okay.
So they haven't actually got the spoil.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's that. The orcs get absolutely smooshed by the squigs.
Yeah, look at it.
Where are the squigs? I have a feeling they've blown up. Why?
Why would they blow up?
They've definitely blown up. Oh. it might be that because time's short, we're not taking as many pictures, but this will all make sense soon. The squigs decimate the orcs, I know that.
Right.
For some reason, the goblins are still alive. Maybe they're passing steadfast tests.
Yeah.
And the boars have gone into that formation. Can't massively explain this.
Yeah.
But obviously that is what's going on. We'll figure it out. I charge in the trolls.
Yeah.
He did put Break the Spirit on them again. And I lost 2, which is quite a lot, really. That's from Break the Spirit, that is.
Oh, really?
So, with Fortitude.
Okay.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
Taking 2 tests each on each model. So that's quite a lot of tests. So I had like 9 of them. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, the squigs are back. Maybe he was reforming.
Yeah, he just took them off.
Yeah, that must be about right. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, definitely not. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
At some point. Yeah. The Spider Riders on the left have moved round his Goblin spear block.
Okay.
And my Spider Riders are actually sitting on the objective. Now, they're not scoring. They can't pick up the objective. But while they're sitting on the objective, he has to move them off of it.
Okay.
Is what I was thinking.
Yeah, sure.
As opposed to him being able to swift reform.
Are the spears facing towards us?
They're facing towards us, yeah.
Okay, so they're taking turns.
So Alistair isn't really going for that.
Yeah.
And no one's challenging the one on the right either.
Yeah.
I haven't got many scoring left, so yeah.
Okay.
Interesting one. I only lose 2 goblins,
wow.
Which is crazy. Obviously, they're just whiffing, really. I mean, the goblins are sticking steadfast. They've got the BSB and the general right there, and they have got the ranks. So steadfast-wise, I'm just not losing many.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. He does 1 or 2 wounds to the trolls with the Gargantula, but I do 3 wounds to him. I think I'm doing my vomit, because it's all strength 5.
Yeah.
Just to take away his armour. He would have had a 6-up armour as opposed to a 4-up armour. So I may as well.
Am I right in thinking you can't get both your characters in?
Correct. Couldn't get them both in. So I think I've got my BSB in because of the way that he was chaffing with a Gargantula.
Yeah.
But yeah. But both of my characters are actually quite killy. You know, they're both Iron Orcs.
Yeah,
so they can do some damage. And I'm winning combat, so they're keeping the Born to Fight on the character, which means they're high strength still.
Sweet.
Finally, the goblins go down to the boys. Yes, because I'd charged. So, yeah.
Or is this in his turn because he's already charged?
Oh, yeah, no, it was in his turn because he's already charged the Nashers into the flank of the trolls as well.
Yeah.
Which was an interesting one in terms of unit spacing because my character is sort of on the flank and blocking stuff.
Okay.
But, yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah, literally, we'll see how it works out. Because
right now,
the Nashers are gone.
Welcome to the conclusion.
Yeah, so the trolls continue to absolutely wipe the floor with the Gargantula. The Nashers didn't do a lot against the character and the trolls. They could attack the trolls because of the way.
Yeah, swirling melee.
Swirling melee, yes, that's right. And he lost by enough to make the Nashers blow up.
Okay.
And the fortitude of the trolls is just holding out lovely.
Yeah.
So there's that. I'm trying to do a few wounds to the boar boys, but not really having much success. I can't really shoot them.
You need 2 more to get them down. Don't you?
Exactly, and they've really been a thorn in my side, but I've just had to sort of leave them, basically. And his feral orcs have now moved on to the middle objective. Now, I'm almost reluctant to press the next button because I think this might be the last picture. So I'm kind of going to have to conclude. And we're going to have another picture, aren't we?
We'll see. Well, you have to...
What do you reckon? What should I do? Should I conclude now? Because we're running out of time, big time. And this is roughly the end of the battle because of time. And it's turn 4. We finished at the end of turn 4. And bear in mind... So who went first? Alistair went first, didn't he? Or did I go first?
Alistair.
He did go first. And he's moved his Nashers in. But I've moved my Goblin Chief. Oh, it's risky, isn't it?
It is risky. You have to commit, though.
I have to commit. All right.
Is this the last picture?
No! Well, the key point to make... I'm not committing, basically. The key point to make is that the feral orcs have moved onto that middle objective.
So next turn...
They can pick it up. Should he get a next turn, he will pick up the spoil.
I'm with you.
But he currently hasn't got the spoil.
I'm with you, bro.
No one's got the one on the left. No one's got the one on the right. It's 0-0. The Gargantula has about 1 wound left, maybe 2.
Right.
And in his turn...
Yeah,
it must be the last picture. It must be.
Yes, it must be.
Come on, don't unsettle me.
There could be possibly another picture.
There is going to be, isn't there? There is. So in my... Let's do it.
Yes! I knew it.
This is my turn.
It's
This is my turn. This is the end of my 4, isn't it? That makes sense. Yes, it does, because my Goblin Chief has charged his Boar Boys. Yep. Yeah. There's not going to be another picture, though, is there? Yeah, so...
There couldn't possibly be.
No, in my turn 4, I do this, hoping to try and kill the Boar Boys, because both my War Machines can't shoot the Boar Boys, because they're minimum 12
range.
inches, so that was a bit of a bugger. My Spiders have moved around to the back of the Forest Goblins, just so
why not?
They're not guarding that spoil anymore. And there's more pictures. It's crazy.
And
he
your Goblin died. But
killed one. It's not enough to get half points.
No, you need 1 more.
So I just fed him more points, really. Yeah. And it's going to be Alistair's turn 5.
Knowing that he wouldn't get another turn.
Well, I guess so, maybe. I mean, it wasn't the plan. But literally, Jordan came over and said, let's have a look at this situation.
This situation.
This is good. This is good, though. This is definitely the last picture. Definitely. I know. Yeah, and it's going into Alistair's turn 5. If he picks up the objective, he wins the objective 1-0 in his turn 5. But that obviously means that we get a turn more fighting the Gargantula.
Yes.
And I'm doing at least 1 or 2 wounds on a Gargantula each turn. So I would kill the Gargantula in Alistair's turn 5.
Yep.
Then I would get a turn 5, and my trolls would charge his Feral Orcs, who had the objective.
50-50 on who would win.
Probably 50-50.
Has he got a Lord in there?
He's got a character, but he's not fighty, I don't think. Okay. And he's got a wizard. And I'm figuring, even with the Gargantula points, that is almost worth an objective in itself. Like 500 odd points.
Yeah, probably not.
So maybe not quite. But yeah, so Jordan T.O. came over and we analysed the situation. Bearing in mind, we were totally out of time.
Yeah.
Totally out of time. And me and Alistair basically, we didn't know what the count-up was going to be at this stage. And we were like, well, if you get the objective, but then I kill the Gargantula and then I charge into the Orcs, probably it's even. It's even Stevens, you know.
You need time to
play that out. It was too long to work out, and you know. So we called it there. Is that overall?
And there's no more.
There's no more pictures. So what was the count up?
Hey! Oh,
who won? We're almost happy that that's the last picture. But I got the 11-9 victory. Wow! But ask me what happened in the count up. Lucky sixes.
What happened in the count?
We counted it up, and we had to count up twice because I got an 11-9 by 1 single point.
So what?
Don't do that to the rest.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, by 1 single point, it pushed it to an 11-9.
Well done, sir.
What a battle! What a battle!
Cray.
Only 4 turns, and that was kind of an issue with the whole 3,500 points in shorter time limit thing.
Yeah.
But, we won't worry about that for now. We'll talk about that later, maybe. But yeah, crazy. And the trolls held their own.
So you won the Orc off.
I won the Orc off. The Civil War of the Orcs and Goblins.
Well done,
by a single point. We counted up twice because we were like, no way, no way. And Alistair was gutted, naturally, as you would be. I would have been gutted if it.
Did you both think it was a 10-10?
We thought this is probably deserves to be a draw the way it's gone because it's all very handbags and, you know, all very close. Who knows what would have happened? Tell me what you think in the comments, whether you think another turn would have gone my way or Alistair's way.
So what are you thinking? You killed a Gargantula.
Definitely killed the Gargantula in his turn, which means I can get a charge off into the Feral Orcs. If
he can't flee,
he can't flee.
You wouldn't go for the Goblins.
No, I suppose I could go for the Goblins
or the Boar Boys.
If I could reform, I guess so. There's options there, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, that would have taken time to work out.
You're saying is the Boar Boys and the Gargantula worth the objective?
Yes.
Would it have changed?
That is the question. Yeah, or would the Feral Orcs have held up to the charge? Because that's still 6 trolls, 2 characters
unscathed
going in. Yeah. So that's that.
Do you go at the same time as the Feral Orcs?
I'd be before them.
Before them?
With the characters. And then the Trolls would be same time as the Feral Orcs.
Yeah, so they're not killing you before. Yeah.
No. And Fortitude, obviously.
How many does he have? 24?
He has most of them. Yeah.
2 characters, so probably challenge out one of your characters to stop them doing it. So BSB maybe.
Uh-huh. It could go, but tell us what you think. Tell us whether you think I've got away with an 11-9 based on us not playing a turn 5. We literally ran out of time, so Jordan would have been really hard pressed to give us a turn 5 anyway.
Yeah.
So it was the right thing to do because I won. But also I wanted to pose a thought-provoking one for you folks.
On.
It was an 11-9 to me by 1 single point. We both agreed before counting up that it was a good game, we'd had a lot of fun, and a draw would have probably been a fair result.
Right.
So when I get that 11-9 by 1 point, I'm thinking to myself, this is a bit of a quandary, because we agreed that a draw would have probably been a fair result. Do I say to my opponent, Alistair or not, anyone, this could be anyone in any situation, I've enjoyed my game, let's just call it a 10-10. Even though it's actually an 11-9. What would you do? I took the 11-9, and I'm going to hold my hands up and say that I was fine with that because this was at a tournament. It was an 11-9 officially. That was what the count-up had revealed. And, I wanted to get 11 points as opposed to 10. What would you have done, Lucky Sixes?
I'd taken the 12.
I
would have taken the 11.
Yeah. I mean, Alistair was obviously gutted, It's only 1 tournament point at the end of the day. So.
No, I've done what you've done.
Let us know what you would have done.
But what would you do? Are you, more friendly than us?
Yeah.
So.
Are you nicer? Cool, excellent. So I hope you enjoyed that Orc off. I did indeed. I'll be mentioning Alistair later on in the tournament, maybe. And congrats if you have just won the Masters Open thing.
Yeah, well done. It might be a lie, but
might be totally a lie.
Just take it, mate.
Yeah. Wicked. So like, share, subscribe to our videos and our channel. We're really enjoying your input.
Impacting our lives.
Yeah, get on the commenting. Add in TTS if you want to win the tabletop simulator. Got to be careful that these reports aren't going past Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, if it is, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and you may have missed the competition. Cool. Hit you up on Twitter at
Lucky6 PTG. Lucky Sixes PTG.
Smooth as always.
Or PTG Lucky Sixes.
Yeah.
But it's those 3 things in some sort of order.
Yeah. Something like that.
Hit me up. Bang.
Do it. And don't forget, you can also do the competition by tagging us in posts on the forum.
Yes.
The Night Edge forum, which we don't really mention too much, but that's another way of getting the
forum, Twitter, and of course,
YouTube comments. Bring it on. Right, round 3. You are sitting on 3 points going into round 3. I'm sitting on 21.
Yeah. So a marked difference.
Teensy difference. But yeah, I'm happy with the solid results. Obviously not pushing towards the top tables, but doing all right. And you are not.
But here's to next.
Here's to round 3. We will see you there.
See you later.